Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
Hi, everyone. This is Dave and
Welcome
Roxanne.
to another episode, late night episode of It's a New Day, It's
It's
a
a new
New You.
you.
If this is the first time you're tuning into this episode, we do this episode once, twice, sometimes over 3 times per week. And the goal of this episode is to encourage you, to inspire you that if you had a tough day yesterday, it's always a new day, to become a new you, to become all that God created you to be.
Yes, so today is our day 35 of 90 days. It is Sunday here in where we live, Alberta, Canada, and it's 11:23 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, it's late night here. Maybe in your part of the world, it's probably early
Yes,
afternoon, maybe morning.
it's been busy for the whole day.
Yeah, weekend sometimes for us, we almost forgot we're about to go to sleep and say, "Whoa, go live!" We forgot we've committed. We'll
Yes.
get it done. And it's our time to just continue to give value to you.
Mm-hmm.
We love doing this. We love connecting with you. And every time we do this new day, new use is always we either a phrase or a question. What's the phrase today?
Yes, it's guided by gratitude, taking time to reflect and recharge.
We were just kind of thinking about this concept because lately we've been having coffee meetings with family and other people, and this morning, every morning we do our savers, which is we've talked about this, which is our time to reflect,
Yeah,
our
it's
time to
our
affirm,
morning
our
routine.
morning routine, time to affirm, and both of us we had the same reflection on how grateful we are
Mm-hmm.
in the place we are in, that that we have
But
um
sometimes we take it for
yeah, things that
granted,
we take for
right?
granted, for
Yeah.
example, our marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we listen to other people in our church, in our community, when they're struggling in their marriage, and sometimes we take for granted that we have a great marriage, we have a normal marriage, right?
It's
um
not perfect,
it's not
but
perfect, but it's
it's a healthy
yeah,
relationship.
the fights that we have is
Mm-hmm.
nothing compared to the battles that other people that are
Mm-hmm.
going through in their life. And today we want to talk about, you got to be guided by gratitude in your journey,
Mm-hmm.
especially for entrepreneurs. We're speaking to entrepreneurs right now, because sometimes you're just hungry from milestone to milestone. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have time to pause, time to reflect and recharge, right? So you hit a milestone in your business. Maybe it's a revenue, it's an income, maybe it's a goal you want to hit, and then when you hit that goal, it's always the next goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're happy for like a second, you breathe for a second, you're like, whoa, I'm happy, right? But then boom, it's you're going to the next milestone and you're unhappy again because you really want to achieve
Mm-hmm.
that next goal.
Yeah, and why we're sharing that to you because we can relate to that,
Yes,
right?
1000%.
Like sometimes we're always hungry for more. We're always hungry for milestones after milestones, and I think as entrepreneurs, we have that drive
Hmm.
to excel. We have that drive to pursue, right? But we have to remember. I think our our reflection this morning is really to be grateful because sometimes you won't go to the next level, you won't
Yeah.
be accelerated, you will get stuck to where you are if you forget to thank God. To not just like gratitude is like we're always grateful, but then sometimes you're too comfortable of what you're grateful for, like you take the simple things, take it for or you take it for
Yeah.
granted, the normal things, the blessings that you used to pray about. Like
Yeah.
for me, like I used to pray for for having a child, right? And now I'm always grateful for him, but sometimes when Caleb tests patience, now that he's 3 years old, right? Like you forget that what we prayed for this, right? And for me, I'm grateful. I also prayed for someone like Dave, as to have an amazing partner, an amazing relationship, and I have him. And because we're always together almost 24 hours because we work online, we work together every single day, we forget that, right? And I think the little things that the good health, right?
Mm.
we we forget that too. And you sometimes you won't appreciate it until you lose it, until
Yeah.
like maybe you have a headache, or maybe you have like you have severe sickness. Then you realize, I used to have good health, right? And now you're wanting that good health.
Yeah, and I love what Steve Harvey says, that there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot to be grateful for, but you just haven't taken inventory lately,
Mm-hmm.
right? Sometimes let's say you don't have a car, and you're ungrateful because you don't have that car, but there's always something to be grateful for, because you have feet to be able to walk to the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you're complaining about your job, but at least you have a job to go to,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you haven't taken inventory of what you're grateful for,
Mm-hmm.
because it is a it's God is incredible. He created this laws in this universe that he created for all of us, that that when you're grateful for something, you're going to be given more,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is in the fabric of what God has created, right? So from our experience, we the times that we have experiencing not only hungry for the next level, but are kind of enjoying the journey,
Mm-hmm.
is when we are grateful for the moment we are in, right?
Yeah.
For entrepreneurs, especially people that are so driven, right? That are so like wanting the next level. Ed Milet talks about this concept called blissful
Dissatisfaction.
dissatisfaction, right? Blissful dissatisfaction. It's so you can be hungry to go to the next level, but you can be blissful in your journey because of the gratitude you're experiencing, right? And this is a very kind of good concept, because you truly can be grateful. You don't have to wait,
To be happy, or
to be happy when you have that thing,
mm-hmm.
when you hit that thing,
Yeah.
right? Or you acquire that thing, or have that person. You can be blissful now, right? What you have. Because why? Because it's a magnifier. Because when you get that thing, you're gonna even be more happy and grateful, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that is a key principle we've learned throughout our journey, right? That's why one of the habits that I do every morning, I'm sure Roxanne does it too. I do 10 things I'm grateful
Yeah.
for the day before, something new every day, right? Because there's always something new. But not
Mm-hmm.
only just being grateful, but feeling the feelings. Because it doesn't really matter if you just write it down without even the feeling of really
Mm-hmm.
thankful for that thing, because that's what gives you the bliss in the journey, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing because you sometimes you forget that how blessed you are, until you hear other people's stories, and you realize, oh, my life is not bad. My life
yeah,
is amazing, right? And sometimes you compare yourself to other people. We talk about in our previous go live videos about, comparison is a thief of joy. And
yeah,
it
truly is.
the how you combat it is really gratitude. That's why we're talking about is to be grateful in everything that you have. Today, actually, we went to this afternoon, we went to the cemetery to
Yeah,
visit his mom and our sister-in-law. um, she's part of our online business. She's Coach Dexter's late wife. And when we visit, of course, the cemetery, Caleb was there with us, and he was asking about, what is this place, and we told him about, people are, people that died are buried here. And he's like, oh,
what's buried?
what's buried?
Yeah,
And we told him, and of course he kept asking,
why,
why,
why?
what's under there, right? He's so cute. But it reminded us that life is too short, and that you'll never know, like those people have a lot of dreams that are buried, right? A lot of like books that have not been written, songs that have not sang, right? Movies that have not, or scripts that have not published, right? So, we don't want to be, all of us here watching you, are you watching us here? Like, we don't want to be in that situation where our dreams are buried, right?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Hi, Mildred, Coach Mildred. Yes, he's very curious and inquisitive. You're right.
So I challenge you right now, especially if you're going through something,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you're unhappy because you're trying to do something and you're not there yet,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to be there, and you are so unhappy because you are here and you're not there, right? I challenge you to really
Mm-hmm.
do even more than 10, 20 things that you are grateful for. And because this is going to be the most freeing thing you will be able you will be do, you will do, because you will realize that regardless of how bad your situation is, there's
Mm-hmm.
something to be grateful for, right?
Yeah.
And because that is a very important principle, a skill set you need to have in your journey to not just accomplish things, because
Mm-hmm.
you can accomplish things and be so unhappy. I've
Yeah.
seen this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be blissfully accomplishing it, or you can also be blissfully dissatisfied to get to your next level. So
Like, stay. You're happy where you are, but still dissatisfied. Like, knowing that I can accomplish more. I can,
yeah,
this. I'm happy where I am. At the same time, I'm wanting more. I'm taking more action for my dreams and goals
yeah,
because of, of my family, because of my dreams,
yeah.
right?
Like, I want, for example, income wise, I want to earn 200,000, but I'm so incredibly happy to be earning 100,000 right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like, that's my goal, right? But I'm incredibly happy, thankful to God that he got me to 100, because I know what it's like to earn 50,000.
Yes.
I know what it's like to earn 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, you got me to 100. I'm so grateful, but but I'm gonna strive for more. But I'm blissfully happy for here,
Mm-hmm.
because I know what was there,
Yeah.
right? So the problem is we're only comparing to up there, not from before, right? If you're set to compare from what you have before to what you have now,
Mm-hmm.
and what you didn't have,
Yeah.
you will be extremely, extremely, extremely grateful. So, um,
Hello. Yes, so true. We need to tap into all our God-given potentials and skills. That's
amazing.
right. Um, Winnie, very true. Recently lost my dad and never realized how
Wow.
fleeting life is.
So true.
Yes. Condolence to that, Winnie. Sorry to hear about your dad. Yes. I have a whole lot different perspective on life.
Mm.
Yes, that's right.
It's so different when somebody close to you,
Mm-hmm.
right? That happens to you too. Was it last year? Yeah, two last year that was close to us.
Yeah, my grandpa, like, who's my mom's dad, who's 85, 86 years old, but still, we didn't expect it. Is we love him dearly, and we still don't want him to, pass away. But he lost, in the same month in August, we lost him and our sister-in-law, right?
Yeah.
Um, Darlene, watching from London. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hi, Anna, watching live from Australia. Gina, love your topic. Thank you. Hi, Gani.
So if you're watching this, we want you to just not watch, but take action for the next 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Start with 21, 30, and then 66 days. Encourage you to write just 10 things you are grateful for, something new.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hard in the beginning, right? You're not used to it. Your mind will not search it. You might get stuck, but try to, look for 10 things you're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Write
Write
it
it
down.
down.
Writing is better, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Write it down what you're grateful for.
And why you're grateful.
Yeah. And
About
then
it
the
there.
feeling of it, just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the next day, same thing, and watch this change your life. It's
Mm-hmm.
change our lives. And it's going to change yours. So we always end with a verse.
From 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 16 to 18, it says, Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, For this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus.
So it says it's God's will for you. And I love what it says, give thanks in
In
all.
all
Not just in
circumstances.
some, but in all circumstances, right? So that's really powerful because it can, it teaches us
Mm-hmm.
that there are things to be grateful for, not just in some, not just in the milestones, in the happy, in all circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the habit that God wants us to practice daily.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it will allow you to be blissful in your journey. So I hope we gave you value. Late night, we're gonna go to bed. But our commitment is to bring you in this journey for the next 90 days.
Yes.
Go lives. We have we don't have a lot of trips, but we have one trip coming up
Oh yeah.
in December. We're very excited. It's one of our in our vision board for
Mm-hmm.
a long time. A
Oh yeah,
pretty
we're attending a training, Date with Destiny by Tony Robbins for 6 full days, I
six
think.
full days. Yeah,
December 6th
it's
to
a
11th.
pretty pricey investment in ourselves,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. So
That's
we're
why
going there in Florida.
it's been in our vision board for a long time, because we couldn't afford it for a long time. But
Mm-hmm.
God blessed us with this online business. Now we can afford it. We're going to be for 60 days with Tony Robbins himself.
Yes.
It's called Date with Destiny, and we're going to give you the value that we're going to get in our Date
That'll
with
be next
Destiny
month. Yeah.
next month with Tony Robbins. So
Awesome.
thanks for
Awesome.
tuning in,
And
everybody.
also, Gani, she's saying, please give me some beneficial tips to grow my business. We do have a lot of training, and also like we do a lot of go lives as well regarding business tips, so you can watch our replay.
Yeah,
And
replays.
of course we have our training, our mastermind session every single week, so if you are part of our online community, watch those
So many
replays.
trainings.
And we're thinking about doing like a question, like a free, what is it you said?
Friday, maybe Fridays. I saw this from some of the leaders in the online space that Q&A Friday, something like that.
Yeah,
can
like
do that.
people can ask questions, right, and we can answer as well.
But yeah, and in our community, if you're part of our community, there's tons of resources. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. We always go over because we want to
17
go
minutes.
overly give you value. Thanks for tuning in. That is another episode of
It's a new day. It's a new you.
God
God
bless
bless
everybody.
you. Bye.